Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have an update for you for my Panda palette. I'm actually quite happy with the progress that I made, so let's just jump in straight away and see how I've been doing. Starting off with my Smoky Eyes Trio from Bourjois. Let's take a look at what that looked like last time. And my goal for this one was basically just to keep using it as my main transition shade and keep making proper progress on it, because I have been getting a little bit distracted by some other things a little bit over the last month. And this is where we are right now. I have used it an additional 22 times. You can definitely see that I did. I'm pretty happy with the progress that I managed to make, and when I look at it now, I do hope that I think 2 months is a little bit too much to ask. With maybe 3 months, I might be able to finish this one off now, which would be really nice. The 22 uses are bringing me to a total of 113 uses on this shade right now. And we're just gonna keep working on it. I'm hoping that if I keep my focus the way that I've done with this one for the next couple of months, then it will be moving as significantly as it has done last time, because there only was like a little bit of pan at the top of that pan before. So I'm happy with how I did on that one. So let's move on to palette number 2, and that is my Amuse palette. Let's take a quick look at where that one was at last time. And also here I had decided to really try and focus in on this palette a bit more and not get too distracted by my third palette as much, feeling the need to make any progress. And this is where we are right now. And I think you can definitely see that I've made some nice progress on that one. And maybe you were able to see it. It's still kind of hard to see. I did hit pan in that blush as well, so I'm really excited about that. But let's talk through the shades one by one, starting with the top one, which is the gray shade right here. I have used that gray shade 16 times since last time, kind of as a darkening up shade on the outer corner, going slightly into the crease as well. And I feel like I've made really nice progress on it. I haven't really seen the before picture, but I'm pretty sure that there was definitely pan there, and I think I hit pan on the top and the bottom side, but I've moved all the way to the side on this one right now, which I'm very excited about. And I do even see the possibility of maybe finishing off most of what's on that side, if not all, by next time. So really excited about that. Then the red and the blue shade, I wanted to focus. I think my goal was to focus a little bit more on the blue if I could, but at the same time, when I'm wearing a shirt like this, I just feel like combining the red with what I'm doing. So I kind of had the nice thing where if I felt like going a bit more cool toned and I felt like the blue would fit with whatever I was wearing, I would go for the blue, and whenever I would be a bit more warm toned or feeling a bit more warm toned, I would navigate towards the red. So the red I have used 12 times since last time, bringing me to a total of 45 uses. Actually, I have 82 uses in total on the gray. I think I forgot to say that. So 45 uses on the red shade. Some really nice difference in pan. I just about hit pan in that bottom corner as well. There just is the slightest bit left, and if I try to kind of grab it, I keep digging the steel or whatever, my brush partly into what's on that side as well, and I don't want to destroy it without it being necessary. So I'll dig there once I've worked my way a little bit more towards this direction. But yes, that is the red shade. Really excited there. And for the blue, kind of same thing. I've used that one 13 times, so one more time than the red shade since last time. 36 uses, but definitely a nice bit of progress. Now, I had already hit pan on that blue before starting working on this palette, so that's kind of an explanation as to why the blue seems to be at a similar state, even though I've used it less. Yeah, so 36 uses in total in that one, and definitely have expanded the pan. And same thing, slightest bit of product still left in that bottom corner, and I'm working my way nicely towards the top as well for both. And then of course we have the blush. Very excitedly, I did finally hit pan on that one, and I did that at 193 uses. I had 187 uses before, so 7 uses in. But then when you look at this and realize that I went from that 193 to 214, so I did 21, is that 21? Wow. Yeah, I used it about like 21 more times since then, and the pan has barely expanded. So that is a little bit depressing, but let's see how that's gonna go. I really hope that all of a sudden way more pan is gonna start to appear, but I've used that one 214 times in total now. I used it 27 times over the last month. So definitely a good amount of uses again, and we're just gonna keep trucking. So yeah, that's that guy. And then lastly, I'm focusing on this one a little bit less, as I already said. This is my Catrice The Seasons Must Have. Let's take a quick look at what that was at last time. And this is where we are right now. My main focus for this one was to try and make some nice progress on especially the champagne shade, and you can see that I did do that, but let's quickly talk through these one by one as well, starting off with the burgundy eggplant shade. I used that one once in combination with the red shade and the yellow, kind of the look that I have right now, but instead of the gray on the other corner that I have today, I put this one because I was wearing a sweater that was a similar color to this, and I just felt like wearing that one more. So the one time I gravitated kind of away from the gray, but outside of that I really focused in on the gray from that other project. So I've only used it the one time, bringing me to a total of 36 uses on this one. The gray shade I used once just because I felt like using it as well. 16 uses in total on that one, but very little progress probably. The champagne shade on the other side I used 30 times, yes, 30 times since last time, bringing me to a total of 104 uses at this point, and you can definitely see that pan expanded. My goal was, I was kind of hoping to hit pan in the corner over here as well, but I did know that that was a bit of a stretch, and it was too much of a stretch, so not all the way there yet, but that's definitely a nice goal, like I said, for myself for next time. And then the teal shade I did not use, but that is also in a way the one that I'm least worried about out of these three, because it is like a light enough shade to be able to put in the crease or on my lids every now and then. And it's definitely a smaller pan. Like, this is a similar size pan, but it's a darker shade. So out of these three, I'd say I'm most likely to finish off the teal one the soonest once I start focusing on this one a little bit more. But yeah, that is how I've been doing with all of my palettes. Definitely excited to see that like both of these are getting a little bit closer when it comes to finishing them off. Although that blush, that's gonna be the bane of my existence basically. But goals for next time, I want to use this medium brown shade at least another 20 times, if not more. Sometimes I switch in some Panos eyeshadows shades to make some progress on those as well, but this is kind of my transition-y shade most of the time at the moment. And then for this palette, same thing. I'm kind of hoping I can get like the gray shade completely finished on this side, which would mean that in about 3 months I might be able to finish this one off. And I'm thinking the same for both of these. Like, if I keep using them the way that I have done, I'm thinking about like 3 to 4 months and they could be gone. So that's pretty exciting. For both the red and the blue, I want to make sure I hit the top corner and I start working my way in this direction as well. So let's see how I will do on that. And then, as I said, for the champagne shade in this one, I want to hit that top corner, just have that be completely gone. And that is it for today. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Bye bye.